Welcome to the online digital painting lessons again. Um, Today I would like to talk about the concepting ideas. How do we concept ideas? Um, so first of all, we understand what is the concept art. From my understanding, concept art is a form of digital painting they use to convey the ideas to use in various form, video games, films, animations, comic books, before you to the final products. Yes, it's a process of bringing the ideas together before you look at products. If you look at my videos on the how to create concepts, characters using Photoshop, this is what I mean all about. And concept art is also referred to a visuals development. It's a process. It process from bit by bit that without knowing the outcome of the character. Sometimes the concept art is not like something that we like science, rocket science, that you when you create something that that the only possible way is uh, the final outcome uh, is so confirmed at the end. But concept art is not, because it's a developments, visual developments, where things that just brought in to build up your designs from time to time. Now, of course, this term can also apply to retail, set, fashion, architectural, and industrial designs. And who popularized or even invented the terms concept art in reference to pre-production design is perhaps ambiguous. And although reference to the terms can be found being used by the Disney as early as 1930s, it may also come to about as part of automotive design for the concept arts cars. You see things like who bring the terms concept art in. Uh, you can trace back to how many thousand years ago when people start to concept things to design something inside the cave. Okay, so from my interpretation, concepting art is about rendering the pictures from the character ideas. It sometimes concepting the ideas is I would say is have to do with how we perceive things that surrounding us, and resources that you're finding from internet, books, things surroundings, and even your culture itself, that it can affect the concepts. That's why we concept is things like you just grab everything and put into one ideas. It's just that we sometimes we don't know how to make things good, but it's just that we have to take time to slowly and then to digest it and make sure it looks good at the end at the end of the products. All right. Now, so what does concept artist do? Now, one is necessary to have a skill to be a fine artist. Okay, and a concept artist must also be able to work to strict deadlines in the capacity of graphic designers. Some concept artists may start as fine artists, yeah, industrial designers, animators, or even special effects artists. Now, interpretation of ideas or how they are realized is where the concept artist's individual creative is the most evidence. Subject matter is often beyond their control. Wow, a concept artist is an individual who generates visual designs that does not exist. Yeah, something that new. That's why we talk about the originality of your artworks, that we have to come up from the concepts. That's why you have be able to explain how does it come up with ideas. And the concept art can be in for films, comic games. This advertisement. This is the generates the art that for everything nowadays. Yeah, the art, of course, the concept art. What my main here is not just limited to the digital paintings. It can be any form of visuals contents. For example, photographics, videos. It all has started with the concept art first, before it put into the final output. The concept artist may be required for nothing more than preliminary hours, or may be part of a creative teams until a project reaches fruitions. All right. So how to be creative? How to be creative? Now, there's a lot of concepting strategies. This is what I found from like some of the resources that I gather together, and I make a conclusions that okay, there's a lot of theories and how to be creative. Yeah, definitely. But it's not a nice neat linear process. In most cases, it's only scientific principle that applies its chaos theory. Yeah, the killer idea that may pop up in the shower. Yes, just like my tutorial videos just now and the Photoshops and that I record for you guys. And you find that I don't have any ideas what I'm doing. Just a lot of things coming in. Just I look at the shapes, how the shapes that influence me, and I adapt the things that from the shapes then and the colors, the different of the shadings, and it come up with ideas. Just pop like that. Pop like that, yeah. Then how all these concepts come into this? How do I build up this skill? Yeah, based on all my research and all my readings and things from everywhere that I see before, my knowledge about the mecha designs, that how it should look like, engines, parts, all these things is some things that build up my knowledge about these things. Okay, before I put into the ideas. And address strategies to be creative. All right, make the creative fit the strategy. So you must mix all the creative, the ideas that they mix into strategies, and there must be outcome of the product at the end. Now, according to Helene Spivak, one of the culture artists, he mentions about this. One of the problem with the too many young creative teams today is that they are missing a base of knowledge. Yes, what is this knowledge all about? They to look at the pedestrian television screen and say, how could I do that craft? Then they got into the business and do the craft. Now the knowledge, what is done? What do you mean by knowledge? Okay, if the first lecture we talk about the principle of designs, that we talk about the unities, the balance, all this stuff. These are the knowledge that is served. Of course, you will not have to explain how the principle of design works, but instead that this principle live in your blood. That when you design, it already leads you how to create, how to design things that more appealing, that according to some standard principles. For example, how do you arrange the compositions? Now, concepting by the book. Great concepts begin with a great strategy and great research. Garbage in, garbage out before you start screaming. Make sure you have the answer to the following questions. What is the current situation? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want? What I want. Understand your client. Who are the target audience? Yeah, because this is have to justify what kind of art directions. If you're going to create something for children, of course the art directions, your audience, must be something that relate to them. You cannot create something so the art is so violence, or some of the elements that the design element should be cute or colorful for the children. What is the purpose of this art? You always set out the purpose. Okay. Now these are the some standards things that you may have to think of how to concept the things. Okay. After this, you should look at the more resources and get the ideas and start to do the art. Okay. In the Schoology, you find that some of the links to start how to concepting the ideas by starting the thumbnail sketches. All right. I think that's all for today's lessons. So thank you.